Welcome back to Gagne Farms, everybody. I'm Eric, and this is
Candace.
And today we are doing it. We're doing the thing. If you watched our last video, we just got done with our chicken processing day. So what comes directly after chicken processing day?
Chicken stock.
Chicken stock. And guess what? This is actually one of our most favorite things to can because we use it all the time. And we were out, and we didn't have any, and we haven't had any for.
No, we're out. Been out, done out. We are out.
Yeah. So let me show you guys what we got going on here. Right here. I'm gonna set that over there. This right here has been going for
2 days.
2 full days, I think.
Days.
Yeah. So what do we got in here, Candace?
We've got a few chicken carcasses from the chickens that we processed. We've got some carrots, celery, onions, garlic, and bay leaves, and a few other seasonings. Salt, pepper.
Yep. And that you just keep it on a slow boil.
Not even a boil.
Not even a boil, yeah. What do you got this set at?
About 250.
250 right there. And this has been going, like I said, for 2 solid days right now. We're at 48 hours. And we have this one right here. We're going to show you guys how we can it up. And we've also got one more out in the pole barn. So we got to get this going. It's a weeknight. I need to get some sleep. And if I don't get all this canned up tonight, Candace is going to give me a hard time. So let's get rolling, guys. First thing we're going to do is just get all the big chunks out here. And that is going to go out back to our out back compost. I don't put that in our garden compost up here because it has meat and bones, things like that. I don't like to put that in my compost. So we're just going to dig all this good stuff out. This is what you guys want. This is the real good stuff right here.
This is what makes beautiful stock.
Oh, I know. I'm going to try to speed up the process a little bit here. I got just a strainer, and we're just going to get a good scoop here going. And those carcasses are in there. Let that drain out. Let that drain out. We actually went out into the garden, grabbed some onions, put some onions in here, and we got some garlic cloves, didn't we?
Some old garlic cloves, yeah. I mean, not old, but
usable for sure. You really can't go wrong with what you actually put into your stock pot. Just put the end of the vegetable garden, just put everything in there, and it's going to turn out great. We like to use, like I said, garlic, onions, carrots, things of that nature. But there's nothing. I think you put celery in there too, didn't you?
Celery.
Yeah, we put celery.
Season it to your liking. We put bay leaves in it, and it's also got turmeric and paprika in it. But you season it to whatever you like.
Yep. So, like I say, you really can't screw this up, and it's one really good way to use up all of the chicken. So when we're butchering chickens, we, as you seen on our last video, we pieced them out this year. We took those carcasses and we made stock with them. We actually had more carcasses than we had roasters for, so we actually took those, vacuum sealed the carcasses, and put them in the freezer so we can make another batch of stock at a later date when this starts running low. There's a bay leaf right there. Look at that. We got all the big stuff out, the real big stuff at least. We got our strainer right here, and we're just going to strain this whole deal right over top of our stock pot. You're going to have to hold it.
Oh, yeah, I knew that was going to work.
I got it, didn't I?
You dumped a whole bunch in there.
We got our hot jars here just out of the dishwasher. Filling up with this awesome sauce.
Honey, you're gonna burn your hand.
That's hot. Just fill them up, give them an inch of headspace. They'll be good. Candace is just wiping the rims down and putting lids on our quart jars here right now, and we're gonna go out and get canning this stuff. If you guys watched any of our other videos, you know that we do our canning outdoors so it doesn't heat up the house in the summertime, because nobody likes a hot house in the summertime. So I want to show you guys how we do it out in the wild, and I also want to show you guys, or I want to tell you guys what we use stock in. Maybe give you guys a few ideas of what to use your stock in, and I think you'll like it. I think you'll enjoy it. So let's get out in the barn and get canning. All right, we got our canner out here going on our table. Make sure that you guys put your divider in the bottom of your canner before you guys start. 3 quarts of water, just tap water. Putting our jars in, evenly spaced. Oh yeah, that stuff looks incredible. Smells great as well. Well, it looks like we got one more jar than permitted. That's okay. It'll get going on the next batch. So, gonna get our lid on and make sure you get on the correct way. Not like me. Doesn't have it on the right way. I can't see.
That's backwards.
There we go. All right. All right, we're good to go. We're gonna get this guy fired up. I like these. What do they call?
Long matches.
Stem matches, but oops. All right. I like the long stem matches. These guys have been sitting out in the barn for a little while, so we're gonna kick it up a notch. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna let this heat up until steam starts coming out our vent here in the middle. Once it starts coming out in the middle, we're gonna wait 10 minutes, okay? We're gonna time it for 10 minutes. In the meantime, me and Candace are gonna get the other stock pot ready here, and we're gonna tell you guys how we like to use our stock in meals all around Gagne Farms. We've had steam coming out in this vent hole for 10 minutes. I'm gonna put our 10-pound weight on. Once this 10-pound weight is on, we're gonna wait for it to start jiggling. Once it starts jiggling, we're gonna wait 25 minutes, because that's how long we're gonna process our quart jars for. Oh, look at that. Candace, what do you think?
I think she done.
While this is getting ready to jiggle, we're gonna get this all jarred up and ready to go. Same way we did in the house, we're just gonna take the big stuff out, put it into a bowl here. We're gonna take it back out into our compost. But one of the things that I like using this stock in is pea soup, and not a lot of people think about pea soup with chicken stock in it, but I've made it a lot of times and it really tastes good. It's way better than just using water for it, and it's way more flavorful. There's so many more nutrients in it for you. That's why we like to use that here.
My favorite thing to use it in is any kind of rice. It's delicious in rice. I mean, even if you're just using minute rice and you use it instead of the water, it's fantastic. And if you use it in risotto, it actually like makes it creamier and adds a wonderful taste to it. You can also use it in I mean, Eric mentioned pea soup, but you can use it in any kind of soup, any kind of stew, pretty much any kind of one pot meal that you're making.
And obviously, chicken noodle soup, right? That's the best thing.
The obvious. Chicken noodle soup for sure. You can also use it like if you're cooking up vegetables, like say you are just sauteing like onions or green peppers in a pan, you can just add a little bit to it and it adds an immense amount of flavor. It's so good.
It wants to. It sees that it wants to's. It just will not go. My precious.
Candace ran inside quick to take the roaster in. I'm just filling up some quarts here. Getting batch number 2 ready to go. And probably part of batch number 3. I can only fit 7 quarts in my canner right now, so we're a little on the slow side. The nice thing is that it only takes 25 minutes for this. You can actually flip a canner over pretty quick with that time frame. It's not like doing some other longer items here. Whew. I was going to pick that up and show you guys, but it's uber hot. This is one of the things on the homestead that we use the most all year round. We never used to by any means, but we do now since we started making it. That's why we saved all of our carcasses this year so we could continue to make some. We'll make this in the winter even, and we'll can it inside if we start to run low. That was our plan last year with the carcasses that we had in the freezer, and then we ended up not making any more. We got just got busy, you know, kind of life got in the way. We got a little bit busy, and we weren't able to make more last year. But this year we're hoping to make enough during the summer and fall, early parts of fall, that we don't have to do it during the winter. The reason being, our stove does not work very well canning things, so we've been wanting to get a new stove for quite some time now. Have not done it yet, haven't pulled the trigger, but we will one of these days, and Candace will love me for it, I'm sure.
Of course I will.
Until then, we're outside canning. Candace just wiping these rims down, getting the lids and rings on for batch number 2. What are some of the things that you guys use your chicken stock for anyways? Do you guys use anything crazy, like any crazy recipes or like chicken stock popsicles or something? I mean, let me know down in the comments.
Stock popsicle?
Well, I don't know. I mean, people do different things.
Hey, you know, somebody's going to comment on that. And be like, yeah.
We're from the north, so I mean, you know, we do lots of different recipes up here. I see all sorts of southern recipes that we would probably never even try around here.
You know, chicken stock popsicles.
It's probably... Yeah? What?
It was an accident. She's going to practice.
Oh. I thought she like needed
It
something.
scared the poop out of me. Chicken stock popsicles, like, have me thinking now. Like, in the winter, when you're sick and have a sore throat,
Yeah.
that might not be a bad idea.
I mean, you want to try some?
I might this winter when I get the
Try right
crud. No, it's a little hot right now.
With Candace being a school teacher, she gets the crud about every 2 weeks during the winter. It's terrible. I have quite an immune system.
So do I, actually, but you wouldn't know.
We've been jiggling for 25 minutes now. We're going to turn this gas off. and we're gonna let this depressurize all on its own. We're not gonna mess with it. We're not gonna jostle the lid or nothing. Once our little safety knob goes down, we can then open their lid and we'll get our jars out. All right, our safety knob has dropped down. We can remove our weight. I still always use my oven mitts here, and we're gonna take the lid off. Oh yeah, look at that, Candace. Look at that.
Woo, woo.
That's amazing.
That is beautiful. Ooh,
Yep.
look at that. Turn around in there. Yeah, she hot.
Yeah, it's hot, all right. Here, we're gonna,
Ooh, yeah.
that was a little pressure release, we're gonna call it.
That's a little hot.
We're gonna let that one sit for a hot minute. We don't wanna get sprayed on that.
No.
Look at this stuff, guys.
Oh boy.
Look at that. That is amazing stock right there. We're going to let this stuff cool down, guys. This is one of the most important things that we get to can on our homestead every single year. We've been doing it for years now, and this is one of the first things to go during the fall months when we start making soups. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and I hope you learned something. I hope you guys get to do some of this stock saving as well, and let me know what you guys use your chicken stock for in your recipes at home, okay? Thank you guys. We will catch you on the next one. This looks amazing, Candace.